Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. One more Wednesday evening, and this is Moloy, business coach Moloy, as our usual tradition of speaking to an entrepreneur on a Wednesday evening. Today, we have a very, very amazing person, and I'll tell you the reason. The reason is somebody who, like me, did her microbiology and then started doing that with something totally different. So I have Namrata Mitra, who for some reason did microbiology, and then she went into a boutique, right, after being a faculty and doing all that. But that's a story, and we will get to hear more about her. So Namrata, welcome to this journey with us, where we celebrate entrepreneurs' successes, and a warm welcome to you and a very good evening.
Okay, hi, thank you so much. It's a lovely afternoon, and I'm really privileged that I'm getting this platform given by you, where I will get an opportunity to talk about my journey of Namrata Weaves, and I hope that I justify the questions you're going to ask me next.
Yes, more than justify the questions, I think we have interacted a couple of times, not too many times, where I have not known your journey as well. But I'm sure that today's conversation will be an inspiration to lots of women out there, especially women, and I use this word women very carefully. Lots of women out there who do things sometimes not what they want to do, but at some point in time, they choose their path of calling. So Namrata, let me start from the beginning. You said during one of our conversations that you're a microbiologist. So tell us about that journey before we get into the Namrata Weaves journey.
Absolutely. So basically, I was born in a family of doctors. My parents were doctors. I just lost my father. He was a doctor. My mother is a pediatrician. And I have seen them work in hospitals. So I'm used to that hospital environment. That inculcated that interest of science in me. I always loved biology. So, but I didn't want to become a doctor. I always wanted to go for research. Mm-hmm. As my uncle, they are both biochemists. Okay. My maternal uncle. So I just followed and took them as an inspiration. And then I pursued my bachelor's and master's in microbiology under Calcutta University. Mm-hmm. And then I pursued my B.Ed. So after doing this master's course, I got an opportunity to teach the students of Department of Health and Science, Calcutta. And I used to teach for almost 8 years. I taught in different nursing colleges, teaching them the honors courses, basic and post-basic in the subject of biochemistry and microbiology. Okay. Different hospitals of Calcutta like 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗺, Woodland, started with Apollo, so I'm privileged in that way. I enjoyed it thoroughly because I loved teaching. But then, in this whole journey, many things came into account. Mainly the need of being flexible in your itinerary because you are getting into a family after marriage, after having kids. That need molded me and inspired me. Why not pursue your passion? Mm-hmm. Instead, I am an artistic person. I love art. So I just thought that let's give myself a chance to explore the field of art. So I love colors, so I took fabrics as my subject. And that was the birth of Namrata Weaves. I want to showcase the fabrics of India and present them in the most beautiful forms I can. That is the promise that I give to people all around and to myself also. So in this way, a microbiologist became a kind of designer, you can say.
So, I know this may sound slightly tough on you, but you all had that passion for colors, you had that passion for design, then why microbiology?
I had the passion for biology also, I loved genetics. I got chance to work in Chem Biotech, competing among the complete crowd of Pan India. I was one of the 5 students who were selected. So I got selected by God's grace. So I feel happy telling this, about it, because science I always liked. But teaching, therefore I told you, I loved the phase where I used to teach my subject of interest. But this thing of entrepreneurship, I think, was there in me, where I will be the boss of my imagination. No one will dictate me that this is a time you should come, this is a time you should go, this is the way you should behave. I think I enjoy this liberty, and this liberty gives me that motivation to work harder following this passion where I am today. So I enjoy this work a lot because it gives me that liberty to execute my imagination and brings the best out of it.
Fantastic. So it's not that. Are you connecting to another source, Namrata, by any chance?
Another what?
Another source, because I see another Amrita trying to get into the room.
Oh, she's my sister. None.
No,
it's okay.
It's okay. So the point that I wanted to address, Namrata, is so it's okay that if you have two different likings and you're good at both of them, but then you decided to pick up your calling of color and clothing and other stuff. So give us that journey now. How did Namrata Weaves? It's difficult, right? To let go of a settled career.
Absolutely.
And to start off something where you have to work with multiple people. Though whatever affluence we may have in our personal lives, business is always very different.
Absolutely. I think it's very tough. Because I have seen people getting salary in my family, salaried people. I used to get a salary at the month's end, which gives me a lot of pleasure. But that has its own security also, At the end of the month, you're getting a fixed amount of pay. You're coming back home. You know that the next month you will start working again. You will get that paycheck. But in business, absolutely you have to prove to yourself every day to earn a penny.
Correct.
So at the month's end, what will be the deliverables depends on each day's journey, which you decide, which you execute. So there is a lot of uncertainty. Absolutely. And a lot of focus, patience, and perseverance is needed in being an entrepreneur, I think, with due respect to those people who have salaried jobs. But since you're asking my story,
yes,
I think I have seen that phase of mine. I'm witnessing this phase of mine. Keeping this going and seeing myself growing, seeing myself means I mean the entire team of Namrata Weaves growing needs a lot of patience and confidence to fight the odds. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to fight against. There are different conflicts, emotional conflicts. There are many things which you need to solve and then move forward. It's not easy. Yeah. But I think this passion keeps me going, and that is true for, I think, any entrepreneur who has, like you, who has been doing so good in the field they believe in. Correct. So believe in yourself and trust in yourself and confidence to fight the odds keeps a person going, and I think then gives birth to a successful entrepreneur.
Fantastic. I think it's very well put that we all need to move away from that mindset of a salaried individual. That absolutely. I work for 30 days and get my paycheck. Here you work every single day to justify the money that you're going to make at the end of the 30 days.
Absolutely. Yes.
And those emotional turmoils that you have to go through.
You have to go through a lot of emotional turmoil, Yeah. Like in my case, it was not easy even for my parents to accept that I am getting into an entrepreneurship. Right. I'm doing a kind of business. I have decided to get into business. It was difficult for them to understand. I understand because they have not seen that.
Sure.
So they were also afraid whether I will be able to do it or not. How much will I be? Will it give me that financial stability? Will it give me what I am looking for? So that was there from relatives, that was there from my own parents, but it's okay. I think that also gives you that push, you have to show them and show yourself that, yes, I have done this,
Absolutely. I think many times we need to justify to ourselves and push ourselves harder that what I'm doing. And especially having left a comfortable professional career.
Yes.
Come back and to do this, it's fabulous. So when Namrata Weaves was getting conceptualized, what were the things that were in your mind? What were the things that you wanted to really do? You mentioned about color, you mentioned about design, you mentioned about clothing, but what is that thing that was driving you with Namrata Weaves?
Honestly, one thing is always there in my mind, It may sound a little weird, but I want to grow Namrata Weaves as an organization which can give employability to people around, so that as a team we can give our product in the best possible.
Yeah.
So I think if I grow, if I do my work, the best possible way, I will be able to grow my organization, my work in such a way that I will be able to give employability to people around who will work under Namrata Weave Shelter, and they will help me do my best.
Okay.
So I just feel so happy when I give checks to my employees, and when they just wait for that day when I will write checks to them and I will announce that today is the day when you're getting the paycheck, and the smile on their face that they are going back home with this money and they will fulfill their whims and fancies, and I am able to do whatever little amount I can.
Sure.
That gives me a lot of pleasure, and I think I want to. That pushes me. I just want to increase my work so that I can give that happiness to many people who are underprivileged, who are not showcased but skilled.
Got it. So one is the employability piece, which you could have done with multiple business options.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, but why? What was the vision behind Namrata Weaves?
Namrata Weaves. See, what the thing is, since it is called weaves, how come the word weaves? It is from the word weaving. The very important thing, or a very simple apparel that we just overlook, is a sari. In our generations, sari, wearing a sari is troublesome. We will wear it only for occasions. Riding a bus in a sari, are you mad?
Correct.
People used to give those comments, but to me it's very, very special. I think it's the most versatile dress that a female can wear in different ways. A beauty of sari shows a beauty of a female.
Okay.
So I wanted to showcase the saris at their very best. I chose it. I chose that product to be sari, not any other dress. I still now the zone where I work is designing saris, different possible fabrics. I get the work done and I work with the weavers. They are so skilled, but they are not paid. They are not getting that platform where they can show their skill. So Namrata Weaves.
What do you mean by that? You said you're using a very, very, very sensitive topic, that the weavers have a lot of skill set, but there is an employability or a income generation challenge with them. So how do you identify those kind of weavers, and how do you work?
Walking on the streets. I just walked on the streets. I had a talk with them. Where they send their kids. Are they getting their? It may sound a little weird, but I walked on the streets and I had a talk with people who work, females, males. I see them, I see their livelihood, and then I see that they are so good, like the hand woven saris, or the saris which are, there are two forms, right? Power loom and hand loom.
Correct.
So these are the two different technologies, but both technologies are doing their best to give us the best possible. So both are important, but for both the technologies we need manual power also. Their intelligence is also a manual power, right? It's not always hand, it's brain also, which is needed in a power loom.
Correct.
So, but these people, when I go to a place where they work on complete, the looms, they are weaving the sari, 4 days they take to make one saris, and continuously they are doing the same thing on and on and on with a lot of patience, choosing the colors of the thread. But are they getting that recognition that they deserve for such a beauty they are producing? They are dependent on platforms. They are dependent on mediators or people who will go to them, get the stuffs, and bring those stuffs in a polished way to the society. And I want to be that platform who will directly get the stuffs made by the weavers and present them, what we call in a polished way, to you, but at the best possible rates. I will quote the term rates here because I supply to direct customers and also resellers pan-India and overseas. So with due respect to all the people who are into this section, they know. So I think we should all work. See, earning money is one aspect. We all need that.
Correct.
But showing your passion towards your work and in this way is another aspect. So I think if we find a fine balance between earning money and giving recognition to the unrecognized faces of India, then that brand or that makes a brand very exclusive. If it is only money with no recognition, no respect for the people who are giving you that subject, it will not sustain in the market long. You can't relate to people all around, Consciously, I feel guilty. I will not do it. So I will try to find a balance between, of course, making money, which is very important practically, but also giving recognition to the weavers of India. They are really those people who give us what we are wearing, every day.
And also taking it to the clientele by not by allowing them that opportunity to buy the product, so that you're not an exclusive price point exclusive kind of thing. So that I want to use but I can't use because it doesn't fit.
I can't afford. I want to use but I can't afford. Namrata Weaves will not doesn't believe in that.
Right.
It believes that there is a sari for each and every one of you. But each and every design, I will try to give you the best. Quality also and design wise also. So I usually prefer to design or sell those saris which we personally will like to buy. The budget should be, pocket friendly. And of course, many other things are needed to give or to make you a brand.
Absolutely. So what I hear, Namrata, is 3 pieces to this entire thing. One is going out and sourcing, identifying those weavers from whom you want to actually tie up with. The middle piece is you, the Namrata Weaves. And the third is the client, satisfying the client needs. How do you balance all 3 of them? Because all 3 of them are on a different
levels. But you have to, I think I have to work with that kind of intelligence or that kind of conduct with each and every section of the society. Dealing with weavers takes a different way of conduct. Dealing with clients needs a different planning, or it is not planning. It was never planned, or it is never planned for me to deal with my clients. I deal with them the way I will deal with any of my friends or any of my family members.
Sure.
If you ask, I try to give them as much time as possible till they are satisfied and buy a color or a design from me.
Right.
So I value that time because they took out their time and visited the showroom, whether online or on table. But at least they visited Namrata Weaves is an honor. So giving the time to them is my duty.
And not too many people do that.
I think so. Because personally, I have not witnessed that. I have really witnessed that,
Yeah, so I don't think too many people are very intent on selling rather than on creating that relationship, which I think Namrata Weaves has successfully done. So it's been 8 years, right, Namrata?
It's 10 years. It's more than 10 years.
More than 10 years that Namrata Weaves has been in existence. So I'm sure you are a part medico. We are all part medicos. We said the only time a line is a straight line when you're dead. Right?
Yes, so absolutely. Keep the lines like this, it keeps that adrenaline rush in your mind. That is very important.
That is very important. So I'm sure this 10 years you would have encountered a lot of challenges as well, and and some success stories. Can you share some challenges and success stories?
Of course. See, the first challenge is living, completely coming out of a secured financial stability to an uncertain terrain. when earning money was very important. So that was one risk zone. And the challenge was how to convince. I never tried to convince them. I tried to follow what my heart was telling me to, and I used my intelligence to make that work.
Okay.
So the challenges, of course, came first from the family.
Tough, right, Namrata, to do that?
It's very
tough to do that.
It's very difficult.
And with all
I will tell you.
Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, it's very difficult. We have to keep calm, not lose it. And because if you lose it, you're gone.
Correct. Absolutely.
So the first challenge was from my family members itself. As I told you, my parents couldn't understand whether I'll be able to succeed in this entrepreneurship because they have not witnessed anybody in the family. All other members are doctors or lawyers, so they have a secured financial status in the society. And the risk factors attached with the business, they were a little scared. But then I told them, let me do what I want to. I think I will be able to do if you support me emotionally. They did that. And then, see, being a female entrepreneur, there's no gender bias with respect to both females and males. Both are doing their best. But when it comes to female entrepreneurship, I will say it is a little difficult, more difficult, to keep yourself going the way you want. There is a lot of emotional conflicts that you go through every day. Emotional conflicts arise because of the expectations which society have from you.
Sure.
If there is a meeting, suppose there is a family occasion at 8 o'clock, and suppose I have to meet a client at 8 o'clock, and
Which
that client is important. Yes. So what should I do? Shall I go home and get ready for the family function? But my mind is saying, no, this is important. I need to cater to my client because that will give me future clients.
Correct.
That can give me, that what I'm looking for work-wise. But this is also important. Now, the expectations usually doesn't come from the male partners, It's like, it's their work. They are busy. They will not be able to attend the family function.
Correct.
But it's not that easily acceptable till now in our society when it is to be said for a female. So these expectations will be there because they come from people who have seen a different setup.
Correct.
So they are right in their way because they are not used to, I'm saying about our seniors. They have their expectations because they have seen throughout their life a different phase of a female, So with education and with this, modernization, everything has changed, but certain basic things will be there. So managing those and keeping your work going needs a little more, I think, patience on female entrepreneurs' part to deal with each other. Sometimes there are many people whom I talk to, they are females, they want to do business, but they're afraid to speak their mind.
Correct.
They're afraid to, like I have been talking on certain platforms, and there were audience of many females in the age group, 35 to 55. They were listening, and later they said that I want to do something. Someone wants to cook something and sell the product because they are good cooks. Someone wants to do the way I'm doing, but they can't speak up their mind because they are scared that if they speak, then some negativity will come from the family and the whole civility of the family will be disturbed. But I think why this should be there? Why this restriction on their mental execution should be there? They should be allowed to work. Of course, one needs to have a balance in the family. But if you don't allow her to execute, how will she understand how to find that balance?
Absolutely.
Nothing is written. There is no book.
There's no rule. There's no rule book.
There is no rule. There is no book. I think you make your own book. Each and every one of us, like you, like me, each and everyone's journey is an inspiration. Everyone's journey is different. We should learn from them and just focus on what you want and just keep going till you're alive.
Fantastic. Some success stories about Namrata Weaves. Something that you got very, very sudden, not expected, some success story. I'm sure you have plentiful, a bucket full of success stories, but we'll limit it to a couple of them today.
Yeah, see, I started from home, you know. I started from home with a lot of fear. It's not fear, but yes, of course, a risk factor, whether I'm taking a right decision or not. So it started from home. I used to work with weavers, get the stuffs at home, sell from home. And at that time, online marketing was also not that efficient,
Right.
what it is right now.
Right.
Still, I tried my best. But, you know, the first hindrance I got was from my own members of the cooperatives, or never do business with closed ones. This is a learning. Never do business with your friends or business. It's with any friend or any family. Exceptions are always there. Exceptions are always there. But generally, I think it's better to keep them in a different chapter. So this is one learning. So I think achievement is also learning. It is always not material. So the learning which I learned from my experiences is an achievement to me. Okay. So first was learning that you need to be very confident. You know, there were few clients who used to tell me, being a microbiologist, why are you selling sarees?
Yes.
Very bluntly. Very educated person. She said, and I was, for a moment, I was in shock. What should be my reply? Because it was very blunt, that your parents are doctors and you are a microbiologist and you are selling a saree.
Yes.
I said, then why are you here? Why are you here at 7 o'clock in my flat? I used to work from home, as I said. Okay. Then that lady was a little taken aback and was thinking, why am I asking that question? Then she said, I'm here to buy a saree. And that is why I sell sarees. So you have come to my flat in this whole city of Kolkata, where there are so many shops giving you the best experience brand-wise. You have chosen to come here, means I'm able to give you something different, which you think is a value for money. So that was the first, first learning and first experience of, you need to speak your mind. You need to be confident in what you are giving to a person. You're not obliging anybody. You're doing your work. Selling sarees is not bad. Selling sarees is what I'm working for. I take pride doing it, because I am not selling sarees. I am presenting the art of India to you. Absolutely. You choose to come to Namrata Weaves. That is my honor. You know? Absolutely. So, and of course, gradually I could open a studio. Where people can come, and there was a huge launch of the studio. I'm so happy people came. About 70 to 100 people were there that day. And
it's a month, right, today?
And this is a showroom that I opened. Where I'm sitting is a studio. Okay. So the showroom is just a month. It was launched on 2nd July. And that showroom was another achievement for me. I could do that, and I just need your wishes of people around, so that I can keep going, and my team can give you the work that we are promising to give.
No, I think you have done an exceptional job, Namrata. I think you have been an inspiration to a lot of people out there. The words that come out from your heart is going to touch people who are watching us live, or who watch this recording at a later date. That something that I spoke in one of my workshops today, that if the I is not happy, the we can never be happy. Yes. And that's exactly what you're talking today.
Can you pardon the sentence, please?
If the I is not happy, the we can never be happy.
Yes, that's absolutely very true.
Right? And that I is all the I's put together.
Absolutely. Very true.
If the I is not happy, the we can never be happy.
Never be happy. It can never be happy.
And I think it is, we have come for a purpose. All of us have come for a purpose. I think it's up to us to find that inner strength and to go and fulfill that purpose why we are here today. Namrata, as we come to I know we can talk about multiple success stories and multiple of your experiences, but as we come to the end today, I want to hear from you, Namrata. You speak right from the heart, so I don't think I have to tell you to speak from the heart. where will Namrata Weaves be in, say, 5-10 years? What are the product lines that you're looking at? What are the geographies that you're looking at? What are the new impact that you're looking at? And I sincerely hope you do something for us males. Don't let us down. Do something, design something for us as well.
This is what I'm going to give you. I have started already the men's section, you know.
Okay.
The customized tailoring has started at the showroom. It is both for male and female, so you are not excluded.
Okay.
And so yes, of course, in this 5 years down the lane, as I said, it's a journey of each and every day. So I see tomorrow as very important day for me, because my aim is to grow Namrata Weaves, give you the products made from Indian fabrics in the best possible designs and ways. Starting from sarees, it can go to anything. It can go to home decor section. It can go to, you know, but all will be made of fabrics.
All will be made of fabrics.
And I believe in upscaling of old fabrics, which I do also, where we can use the old fabrics, which we don't want to throw because of our emotional attachments of our grandparents, parents, how to reuse those. So I deal with my clients, we see that product and I give them ideas how you can reuse them, restitch them.
So are you telling us that I can come with a fabric and you will give us the ideas?
Yes, of course. If you come with any fabric, say any sari, say any fabric that you have of your father, mother, of your grandparents, anything that I don't want to throw it, but I want to use it so that, you know, it is used. Correct. So I will give you my ideas. We can come on a comment page, and at my own showroom, I'll be able to give you what you're looking for.
Oh, fantastic.
So this is, yes. So this week we have already started. It's almost 1 year that this upscaling of fabrics has started at Namrata Weaves. So I have made many products, and I will not tell now. I will present to you once they are ready. Once you are there at the showroom, you'll be able to see on your own.
Thank you so much, Namrata. Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you so much.
You probably don't realize that the lady out there, Namrata Mitra, has a very bad throat. She has a cold. And in spite of that, you see the energy that she brings onto the table. And just imagine when she's fully fit and fine, what kind of energy she brings onto the table. So Namrata, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for this. And
our sincere wishes for Namrata Weaves. May you take it to those heights that you have even not dreamt of today. May you take it to those heights, and may Namrata Weaves be the brand where people come for the weavers of India.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Till next Wednesday, same place, same time. Have a very good evening and take care of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you.